Welcome replay viewers to Steal Doug's Idea, Impromptu Midweek Edition. Hey Andy, what's up? How you doing? Hey Freddie. Hey Jay Latin Maki. What's up? How's everybody doing? This was not planned really until hey, what's up? Right, Juna. Hey, how you doing, Juna? Hey Boomer Bucks. Hi Beach Baby. Hey everybody. Give a minute here for people to come in. I wanted to talk a little bit about Facebook live streaming. Hello. Hey K-Sue. Because I did my first Facebook live stream today. Allie noticed that it had come to her profile. Hey Boomer. And so I checked it, and sure enough, there it was. It was the option to go ahead and go live from my iPhone on my Facebook profile. So I went ahead and did it. Your father started to cry when he saw your brother. Nice, Juna. I'm glad you had that reunion. That's awesome. Juna's brother is fighting in Iraq or Afghanistan right now. Iraq? I know you're from Finland. Hey, Latoyaba. Hey, everybody. Okay, Iraq, right. Well, I'm glad he made it home, and I'm glad you had that reunion. That's awesome. We're not doing jokes right now. Listen, I'm trying to get some content out here, Mike. Okay. So, I did do a Facebook live stream today, and I have some thoughts. So, as you can see, here's my little feed. This is serious me. What's up, ZZZXXMMMMM? Here it is right in my feed, a quick hello with Facebook live streaming, I called it. And I've already got 24 likes, and I have a handful of comments. So there was definitely a little bit of engagement for never having streamed before. But the point is hey, Hal Mass News, because I've got a community already built up on Facebook, it was interesting to go ahead and stream to them for the first time ever. Let's all be prepared to learn from a very successful U of M grad. That's right, Mike. Okay, so I have some thoughts here that I put down and I wanted to share. Farting Unicorn is here. Boy, this is a very interesting crowd we have here at 5:44 on Wednesday evening. Farting Unicorn. What's up? Okay. So here we are, a little midweek edition, Steal Doug's Idea, initial thoughts on live streaming on Facebook. Hey, Tina. How you doing? And here are the things that I like about it. Hey, what's up, Jake? I love you, Tina. Here are the things that I like. These are my initial likes about Facebook live streaming after having done one today. The fact is, first of all, I did it as me personally, as Doug Cohen, so it's not available for my page yet for FrameableFaces. So that's the first initial question. You were really wondering what I liked. Well, I'm about to tell you. I really would like to have the opportunity to stream on Facebook as FrameableFaces from the FrameableFaces page, as opposed to doing it for myself. But assuming that happens at some point, or even at least for now, the initial things that I like are that I can reach the community that I've built there in a fresh and newly compelling way. I like that because Facebook needed something to shake things up, I think, a little bit, and live streaming can do that. You know, just the typical posts, status updates, all the stuff that goes on Facebook, which might be a little stale. Not that Facebook's going anywhere. Facebook is still a monster, but I think the fact that a little bit of live streaming, they were losing market share big time. Yeah. Well, Tina, I think that the live streaming will definitely make Facebook maybe a more compelling place again in certain ways. I don't think it's a competitor to Periscope, but it is a familiar platform to way more people than Periscope was. People are used to Facebook. You know, Facebook is still a monster. As I said, everybody's on Facebook. It's the biggest platform still. So when you live stream on Facebook, you're definitely reaching people with a familiar platform, with way more people who are used to kind of the Facebook interface. So you don't have to lead somebody onto Periscope, you can already find people that you've already met, that you already know, that might not be compelled to start on another social media app, but they're already on Facebook. So the fact that it's familiar, it's a familiar platform, the way you like, the way you comment on Facebook is a familiar thing for the people who are there. So I think from that standpoint, you can do a live stream on Facebook. It goes into people's feeds, and you can reach a lot of people that you already know online that you might not have gotten to come on to Periscope. It took me months to wrap my brain around Periscope. Yeah, see, there you go, Tina. A lot of people haven't really wrapped their brain around Periscope and might not. She's over at her desk. She's editing, Mike. Hey, Zarima. Hey, what's up, Steve? So that's the thing. I think there's a lot of people that might not have ever really bothered with Periscope, or at least not anytime real soon, but they're already on Facebook. What's up, Steve? Just do impromptu steal Doug's idea because I did a live stream on Facebook today for the first time, and so I have some initial thoughts. Other things that I like, one-touch screen flip. I kind of like that. You don't have to double tap. Next screen. One-touch screen flip. You don't have to double tap. There's just one little button that you can hit to flip the screen around. And I also do like that it's evergreen in the feed. I mean, that can be an advantage depending on what you're streaming. Hey, Kay, all day. Depending on what you're streaming, the fact that it doesn't disappear, in 24 hours, that it stays there. Evergreen meaning, Tina, that it stays. It stays in the feed and it stays in your profile. It doesn't go away after 24 hours. You don't have to figure out a way to then record it and repurpose it somewhere if you want to save it on YouTube or direct people to catch. Exactly, Tina. You don't have to worry about catch. You don't have to worry about all these other things. It stays on Facebook. It stays in your profile. So that can be an advantage, right, Beach Baby? That is a nice feature. And the commentary, the comments, the likes, the engagement that kind of happens after the video continues to happen just like any other status update that you'd make. So the conversation does tend to continue after you're done, which also can be a benefit for this type of stream. So that's another thing that I like about it. And also the potential for the FrameableFaces page, if we get it. You know, for now, the only pages that can stream as a page are the ones that are verified. Okay, we're not a verified page. What idea are you stealing? You're stealing the ideas that I have about live streaming on Facebook. Why is everyone so stingy with the hearts? Jeez. It's all good, Tina. It's all good. Well, and so that actually, it's a good segue, Tina, because now we're going to talk about the things that I don't really like. What's my opinion, Mike? Myself, Marco. Hey, myself, Marco. On what? On what? What's my opinion? Haven't heard of one idea. Mike, relax, man. I think these are all ideas. An opinion is an idea, is it not? All right, so hey, so here are the things that I don't necessarily like. Things I don't like. Facebook is not a live streaming culture, and I don't think it will be. That's part of the thing that I don't know if I love about the idea of live streaming on Facebook. It's not a live streaming culture. I don't think it's going to become a live streaming culture. Periscope is obviously all about the live streaming. When you get a notification, everybody kind of jumps into the room. There's a community thing that happens here for the people who are used to Periscope. Facebook is so established for so many ways to use it. Hey, Freddie. Hey, Apollo. Facebook's been so established in how it's used and how the news feed happens. And I think to have live streaming kind of seismically shift that culture on Facebook, I think is a big deal to try to accomplish. It's almost kind of like, you know, trying to steer the Titanic away from that iceberg. It's one of those things. It's a big object to try to move and to try to change. Hey, Tony, just talking about Facebook live streaming. I streamed my first live stream on Facebook today, and so I'm giving my thoughts about it. Hey, so I already talked about the things that I like, and I'll recap, Tony, but right now I'm into the things that don't know if I like about it so much, or that I'm not sold on, I suppose. Not thoughts, ideas, exactly, ideas. Do you get instant feedback? Tony, you get instant feedback, but here's, to your point, you don't get continual feedback like hearts throughout. You get comments, but the fact that it's not, Facebook will always be thought of as static. I agree. See, I agree with you. I agree with you, Beach Baby. And entered the room. Hey, Tim, it'll tell you how many people are there watching, but it doesn't tell you as they enter the room. You don't know who's there unless they comment, at least from what I could see. What's up, Tim? So I kind of like the idea of when people come into the room, I can see them enter. It's a little bizarre. Yeah, Tim, it's a little bizarre. It's just, there's not really a lot of continual feedback. You can see that people are viewing, so you know they're there. But unless they comment, there's no hearts, there's no feedback, there's no, I don't know. It doesn't seem to any indicator like the number at the bottom here. Yeah, so pensive here, you just have the little people icon with the number. On Facebook mentions, not mentions. Sorry, it's not mentions. Hey, Wendy, can you check viewers at any time? I couldn't. I could only see how many. It would say like 11 viewers, but it didn't give me their names, and I couldn't tap on it to see who was there. Hey, New Breed TV. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Kid Shacky. So that's the thing. There wasn't really like continual feedback. Hey, Michelle. I like the hearts. Hey, New Breed. Yeah, you're back again. Hey, good to see you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be hearts. I just like to have a little more. It doesn't seem to be set up for the same kind of community. It's not set up to have the lively interaction that Periscope has. It is saved forever on your Facebook page, Tony, which is one of the things I think can be advantage of it that I do like. They launched it, Wendy, they launched it actually like a week ago, but they're rolling it out in stages. So any day now on your mobile, I think it's only available on the iPhone or maybe the iPad too. I think only on iOS. I don't even think it's available on Droid yet. Yeah, but hey, Beep Beep Billy. But when you go to do a status update on your iPhone, here's how it works. So I'll show it to you again. Okay, let's recap because a lot of new people are coming in. Hey, Marissa. Let me kind of show you. Hey, Marissa. Marissa from Evansville. Nice. So here it is in my news feed, okay? Tony, did I get a camera? What do you mean, did I get a camera? You get a camera, yeah. Like it when you launch it and when you go live, it's not that unlike Periscope, just in the fact that you're looking at yourself on your iPhone. There's a one-button screen flip, so you don't have to double tap to flip your screen, which I kind of like. And here it is. It just says Doug Cohen was live. Here's how I titled it. So it did give me an opportunity to title it, and I just made it, hey, AppTree, I just made it a quick hello with Facebook live streaming. And it's a couple minutes long, and as you can see, Tony and Michelle, Allie jumped in, so here are her comments. Now, the comments are there just like they are in any other status update. Allie's comments happened while I was live. The rest of the comments happened after I was live. So just like any other status update on Facebook, the conversation just continues on with comments, just like any other status update. You can read them while live, Tony, yeah. So when Allie's comments came up, I said, hey, Allie's here. Hi, Allie. And she said hi, and then she said, this is kind of fun. And I could see both of those comments while I was live. But there was no other feedback. There were no hearts. Have you seen any other people's live streams yet to check out content quality? I've seen, Hal, the only people I saw were, there's a couple of newscasters who are actually clients of ours in town, and they have the verified Facebook accounts. So they were able to do it, I think, through mentions. And they've been streaming live on Facebook for a while. But Freddie, I like some things about it, and I'm not so sold on other things about it. I'll just go back and I'll recap, because I think a lot of the people that were that are asking the questions came in before. That's okay. Before I really kind of covered this, so let's go back and recap really quickly. The things I like are that you can reach the community that you've already built on Facebook in a new, fresh, and newly compelling way that Facebook kind of needed. It is kind of one-sided, Michelle. I agree. That's one of the things I don't love. It's nice that it's a familiar platform to way more people. The way people can kind of tune in and like and or comment is familiar. The replay, so my replay, what I did, Tony, I only stayed on for like 2 minutes. So my replay, I just did a quick one, 2 minutes. I like that it's one-touch screen flip. Do you have an option to broadcast in portrait or landscape? Tim, that's a good question. I didn't try. I'm not sure. And it is it is evergreen in the feed, which I like, so it stays up. That can be an advantage. You don't have to repurpose it. You don't have to worry about catch. And the conversation just kind of continues on, just like any other status update in Facebook, as an extension of the conversation that happened while you're live. I think that's kind of nice. And eventually, if we get it for FrameableFaces for our page, I like the idea that I'll be able to stream to that audience who haven't really been compelled to come along with us to Periscope yet. Some have, and I'm not giving up on that. Periscope is growing, and I still prefer Periscope, and I'm going to continue to Periscope. But there might be some people on Facebook who just are a one-app social media type person. There's a lot of people that don't play around in multiple apps, right? You don't find yourself using Facebook as much anymore. I don't use it as much anymore, Freddie, personally either. But for FrameableFaces, it's still our most effective way of targeted word of mouth for our photos. So I'm hoping that it comes to the page for us. Right now, it's only available for verified pages. You said you have newscaster clients. I'm a newscaster. How do we help them? Well, we took their pictures. We're a photography studio. So we did their family photos. We haven't done anything with them in terms of consulting with them on their career or newscasting in particular. We've taken their family photos. We're a photography studio. That's why. Yes, my most effective for Biz 2 so far. Yeah. What do I mean by verified pages? So, Michelle, I guess for certain brands are verified, just like certain Twitter users are verified, or certain Facebook users are now starting to get that little check mark, that little verified check mark when you have a certain number, I guess, of followers, or if you're a trademarked brand, there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to who gets verified. And that's one of the things I'm nervous about. I hope we get verified someday, or I hope they roll it out to pages beyond just verified pages. Maybe that's just the initial rollout. But because I could see being able to use it effectively, maybe, for our brand on our page, even for our Facebook business page, not using it as much. Well, Freddie, I mean, I'm with you, personally, but for our business page, I got to tell you, it's still, Facebook's still big, really big for our business page. We still use it, but get less business from Facebook. Where do you get more of your business from, Freddie? Online. So those were the things I liked. Just run back through the things I don't like. Facebook, it's the fact that Facebook is not a live streaming culture, and I don't think it's going to be, makes me wonder how I'm going to use it, and I don't know. We get less sales through Etsy and our website. You get more sales through Etsy? You mean you get less sales from Facebook and more through Etsy and your website? Facebook, sorry, yeah, exactly. That's what I thought you meant. Okay, Freddie, yeah. Hey, what's up, Chris? Chris, I'm just talking about Facebook live streaming because I did my first one today. I got it on my profile, and you might have it too if you haven't checked yet. It's just they're just rolling it out to people randomly, like in stages. So if you have it, you might be able to go live, but only personally. For a brand page, it's only for verified brands right now. So once again, the only criticism there about Facebook not being a live streaming culture, I'm only saying that as I liken it to like an Instagram, for example, which ironically is another Facebook asset, right, or product. Not into this, but I'm here supporting you. Thanks, Chris. It's all good. Invitations and time setting are needed, probably through Twitter. Yeah, that's a good point, Tony. I don't really know. I don't know if you can kind of schedule a stream on Facebook. I haven't checked on that either. That's a good question, actually. But here's the thing, like Instagram is a prime example, okay? Instagram added video into the feed once Vine came out, right? I think Facebook got a little bit, they wanted to make sure that Vine didn't steal away too much, and they wanted to be able to bring in short videos into Instagram. Well, me personally, I'm still not a fan of videos in my Instagram feed, because my Instagram feed should be an Instagram. It should be a photo. I'm used to scrolling through photos on Instagram, and I don't want to stop to watch a 15-second video. Will that be a similar type of intrusive, hey, MSU Tri-Geek, will that be a similar reaction in the Facebook community? Maybe not. I think Facebook is more varied in general than Instagram ever was already, and people are used to seeing video in the Facebook feed. So I don't know that that'll be a problem. I just don't know in terms of the engagement and the interaction and the need to do a live stream. I don't know if that's going to be something that will play so well. Maybe it will. Videos are nice for artists who show a quick rendering of a work in progress on Instagram. Well, okay, so there you go, Michelle. See, I would make the case that you could also do that on Vine and have it go out as a tweet. Not that you shouldn't do it on Instagram. There's exceptions to every rule, and that's just a personal preference on the Instagram thing for me. Going to be like car manufacturers competition. It could be. Although I don't think that Facebook live streaming is a competitor to Periscope. I don't think so. I don't think it'll ever be the way Periscope is, because of the culture of Periscope and the way it's set up for this engagement. Unless Facebook makes a bunch of tweaks. Maybe they will. Different options, yep. You've done it directly to Twitter. You've what? Automated your Instagram videos to Twitter? Because you can do that. I know you can do that too, Michelle. I just think Vine videos, the way it's integrated with Twitter, because the functionality is integrated with Twitter, much like Periscope is integrated with Twitter. I like it that way too. I like it that way better. But hey, if it's working for you, Michelle, don't let me tell you that it doesn't work. And so one last point here on the things that I don't like, and actually, Michelle, you were the one that mentioned this earlier. I just feel that in general, the live streaming on Facebook, from my first impression after doing one today, is that it's just not generally set up for a lively live interaction, if it ain't broke, right? And the fact that when you're streaming that you're live when you're doing it, that feature actually kind of seems secondary at best. It just doesn't seem like it's designed for a lively, engaging live interaction when you're streaming. It's just a way to launch and capture something that happens to happen instantaneously and then have it go into the feed. That seems more the purpose than the fact that, oh, I'm actually live talking to the people who are here. I think Blab is better. I've done Blab, Freddie. I'm not a huge Blab guy. It has its purpose. I think it's great for panels. I still like Periscope the best. And after having done Periscope now and Blab and now Facebook, I still like Periscope the best. Hey, Chocolate Johnny, what's up? Give it a better shot by tweeting out a time to hit your page for broadcast. Yeah, you could try that, Tony, for sure. They should all try to integrate together. It would make everyone use what they like. Yup. Good day, Johnny. Johnny, I actually sent you a message earlier on Skype. So how was it? It was kind of cool. Hey, Betrazov. It was kind of cool, but in a nutshell, Johnny, yeah, Johnny, you're the man. In a nutshell, I like the fact that you can reach your existing Facebook community there and that it's kind of a familiar thing. Don't tell anyone. But I don't love that that you don't get continual feedback while you're streaming. You don't know who's entered the room when you're broadcasting unless they comment. It's just generally not set up for a lively interaction like this is. The fact that you're live when you're doing it seems almost like a secondary feature. It's more about launching the stream and having it go into that feed so it's there for people to see after you've done it. It's not set up to be as engaging lively. But it will be, exactly, Johnny, and that's the thing. I don't have it for my business page yet. I'm excited to get it for my business page for those clients and for that community that we've built. So actually that takes us to the next slide. That takes us to will come. Yes. That's the next question, Johnny, that I was going to get to is, will I use it? You know, if I can create exclusive content that fits with the developing culture of Facebook streaming, then yeah. And no need to repurpose. That's definitely one of the things I like about it, Tony. The fact that you don't need to repurpose it, that it stays there on the platform and the conversation just continues like any other status update. That's actually kind of cool about it. I'm curious to see what the reach will look like for pages, because my initial reach and the interaction that I got from my personal connections was pretty good. Like, a lot of people are liking it and commenting on it, just like any other status update I would make. I'll be curious to see if it's really ratcheted down from the brand if we get it for the page. Hey, what's up, Jammy? So that's something that I'm really curious to see, if and when we get it for our page, if we'll get the kind of reach that we can get for personal status updates. You'll Periscope first, but shorter. Then I'll go to Facebook Business Livestream. Johnny, do you have it for your page? I didn't know that. If you do, maybe, do I not follow your page? I got to check. I don't know. Hey, the black man. No, you're just a visionary. Well, there's no doubt about that, Johnny. No one's ever questioned that. And then I'm also curious about tagging, especially for pages. And I'm just curious to see how it develops. If they tweak it, if they add more interactive type tools like feedback, like constant feedback, like in the form of some kind of heart thing. You had good reach with your Facebook clients. Freddie, the only way we have good reach with our Facebook posts, I shouldn't say the only way. Ever since they've changed the algorithms, it's been harder and harder to get native, natural, viral reach where they will go ahead and put it into a lot of news feeds, right? But for us, when we post a photo, and this might be something that you can use with your clients too, and even Johnny, if you guys aren't doing this already, if you can take a photo of your client, and for us, our product is the photo. When you put it on your Facebook page, if you can then log out as your page, mate, they will change and upgrade very rapidly. I'm sure they will too. Yeah, I'm sure they will, Johnny. And if I can do some of those things for the page, I'll be excited to use it, because there are some definite benefits. There's some definite benefits in the familiarity and the way that it goes evergreen. There's some definite benefits. So I guess my overall point here is there's things I like about it. There's things I'm not sold on about it, but I agree with you. They're going to tweak it, and it's probably going to get better. And there will be, I'm guessing I will find ways to incorporate it into my strategy. But Freddie, just to answer the question, hey, Leona, but just to get back to your question, Freddie, yeah, so when we post a photo of one of our clients, with their permission, of course, on our page, I can log out from Facebook as my page, log back in as me personally, hey, Leona, and then I can go in and I can tag somebody as a person in a photo that was posted on my page. Then it goes into their feed and their friends see it, and that's where the magic starts to happen in terms of how viral it goes and how the reach grows on Facebook. And when I do that, I still get thousands on my reach. So many ways to share now. Our business options are good. Yeah, Wendy, absolutely. Yeah, Freddie, it's a minor little trick there, but you have to log out as your page, log back in as you, change what you're posting as with the little drop down to yourself as opposed to your page, and then go in to tag the photo, and then you can tag somebody. So as long as you can tag someone and basically drop it into their page, into their personal page, then their friends see it, and that's how it starts to spread with the reach. Do you have to friend the client first personally? Yes, Beach Baby, and we usually ask them to friend us so that they don't feel like we're putting them on the spot. If we can increase the way, yeah, you can definitely increase the reach that way. You just can't tag everyone. You tag whoever's up for it. You know, you kind of prep them ahead of time when you're going to do business with them. Hey, would you mind, like if they've had a great experience with them, you know, ask them if they would mind, kind of as a testimonial, if you were to tag them or take a picture and put it up. You can tag 50 people. Yeah, see, Leona, we never need to tag more than 2 or 3 people. We're tagging the person in the photo, and maybe the parents, if it's like a high school senior. Where the girl at? The girl is over at her desk over this way, but she's working on stuff, so she's not in this scope. You can say hi, Allie.
Hi.
Yeah, see, she's here. So that's really all I've got. I just wanted to kind of get on and do that. I know Steel Doug's idea is usually Monday, but I streamed on Facebook today, and I wanted to jump on and give my feedback because you might already have the ability. Leona says hi. Interesting thoughts. Thanks for the discussion. Thanks, Hal. For those of you, let you see her, Martel wants to see you. Say hi. There she is.
Hi,
Wendy says hi. Jamie says hi.
Hi, everybody.
So yeah, I wanted to jump on and give my thoughts on that. And for those of you who haven't streamed on Facebook yet, check it on your iPhone. You might have it. Betrazov says hi too.
Hi, Betrazov.
You might have it.
Amir or Emil.
Emil. Okay. Hey, Wendy. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, just go into Facebook on your iPhone, go to where you're going to post a status, and see if it gives you the option to go live. It might already be there. I didn't do an update. It just happened. They just gave it to me. You go to my page and check it out. We'll leave a snark to make you welcome. Thanks, Tony. Yeah, go ahead and do it. Yeah, we're Facebook friends, right, Tony? I think we are. So, yeah, it's there. Hey, Ethan. I'm just wrapping up. I'll leave this up on replay. I'll do a quick one last recap, okay, before I go. One last recap, okay? What's up, Ethan? Okay, one last recap. Initial thoughts on live streaming on Facebook. On your way to work. Cool. My name on Facebook is just Doug Cohen Martel. Cohen. Things I like about live streaming on Facebook. You can reach the community that you've already built there in a fresh and newly compelling way because you've probably already got a lot of people you're connected with on Facebook that are not on Periscope. So you can live stream to them. That's kind of cool. It's a familiar platform to way more people so far still than Periscope is. And when you like or when you comment or when it's in your Facebook feed, you don't have to kind of reinvent and teach people how the platform works because it still has that Facebook feel. Okay? Okay, Martel. The fact that it's a one-touch screen flip. You just have to hit the screen there's a button for it, but you just touch it once and it flips. It's easier to flip than the double tap. It's evergreen in the feed. Once you're done with your stream, it stays in the feed. It stays on your Facebook page, and people can continue the conversation that started during the feed while you were live, and it just continues on just like any other Facebook status update. And I like the idea that hopefully if I can get it for our page, that I can reach the clients there that haven't come on to Periscope yet and may not. You know, some people are just a Facebook one app social media casual user. Not everyone's a social media power user. So I like to be able to reach those people. The things that I don't like, Facebook's not a live streaming culture, and I don't think it's going to become that per se. So whether or not people are going to jump on when they get a notification and jump in and start engaging and interacting live, I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. Facebook is such a monster, it might be hard to kind of turn that around and change the culture. Is that critical to its success? I don't know. Maybe not. Hey, Fairy in Boots. No continual feedback like the hearts throughout your broadcast other than the comments. You also don't know who has entered the room when you're broadcasting. It'll tell you how many people are in the room, but when someone enters, you don't know who and if they, you don't know who's come in. And it's just not generally set up for lively interaction like Periscope is. The fact that it's live seems to be a secondary feature at best. It just seems to me that the Facebook live stream is a way to just instantaneously grab something that's going on in your life, go ahead and stream about it to get it into the feed for afterwards. No broadcast metrics and two-way communication. Yeah, well, there's two-way communication. People do comment and you can see it while it's happening. And I don't know about the metrics. I got to check. I actually don't know what kind of metrics they make available. And so the question, use it. If I can create exclusive content that kind of fits with the developing culture and the tools and the format for Facebook streaming, then yeah, maybe I will start to use it. We'll see. I don't think I'll ever leave Periscope, or I'm not going to say ever, but I have no immediate plans to leave Periscope. I still like Periscope. I'm curious to see what the reach will look like for pages as opposed to a personal stream on Facebook, whether or not I can tag people in a stream, and just curious to see how it develops. I think that community on Facebook is going to be point and shoot streaming. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. But it's not as easy to communicate both ways. Not as easy. Not quite. Hey, Lori Nordstrom. How you doing? Lori, I'm just getting ready to wrap up. But yeah, it's not as easy. I don't see, like people can see the other comments in there, but it seems like it's more of a live blog. That's kind of my sense, Freddie. That's kind of my sense of it. Hi, Lori. Lori, I Facebook streamed today for the first time. I did my first live stream on Facebook, so I was just giving my feedback. There's things I like about it, things I'm not completely sold on about it. Will I use it? I think, especially if I can get it for my page. Right now, I only have it for my personal profile. I'm hoping I can get it for my page sometime soon. Yeah, it is cool. Lori, are you on Facebook personally? Are we Facebook friends? Because it's in my feed. It's on my Facebook personal profile. It's only like 2 minutes long. I just did a live stream just to kind of say hello and test it out, and you can kind of see how it looks if you haven't already. Yeah, we should be friends anyway on Facebook if we're not already. If you just came in, grab the replay. Thanks, Wendy. Yep. How did you know you had it? That's a great question. Ethan, I knew it because Allie told me that she had it. Like there was no update. Yeah, Lori, there was no update. They're just rolling it out like in a slow roll, like in clumps. They're just giving it to people on a daily basis. And one time you're going to log in to do a status update on your Facebook on your iPhone, and it's going to say, "Do you want to go live?" Exactly, Ethan. Just look on your profile in the status update where you're going to post an update. And if the option is there to go live, you'll see it. It just will appear. There's no update. They'll just give it to you, basically is what happens. Yep. All right. So that's all I got. I just wanted to get on and share that today. Hi from Moscow. Hey, Pudov. Privet from Moscow. So I'm going to shut her down. We're getting ready to get out of here for the day. But thanks for jumping in. Hope this was helpful. And you too, Lori, have a great holiday. And Tony, you're welcome. Not a very good way to let people know they have it. It's kind of interesting, right, Ethan? No major announcement, no update. You just happen to notice it one day, and oh, what's this? I can go live? I know. It's kind of strange the way they do that, but yeah, just sneaking it in there. Facebook's good at that, though, if you think about it. They've always been good at that, right? One day, every time, they're constantly tweaking their platform, and you don't know it until you just kind of see it one day. It happens all the time with Facebook, right? See you soon. All right, Freddie, no problem. Right, Wendy? All right, Adam, I'm shutting down. Yeah, #random. I know, but that's kind of how Facebook's always rolled. And you know what else is weird about Facebook while we're on that topic? When there is you notice whenever there's a Facebook update, a mobile update, they never tell you what's in the update. It just says Facebook will update from time to time. They never tell you what's in it. Bye at dinner. Okay, Adam. Yeah, whereas like Periscope, or Instagram. Oh, no, Instagram doesn't really either, and they're a Facebook asset. Go figure. But yeah, mysterious. But a lot of the other, like Snapchat, when Snapchat updates, it tells you what's in the update. Same with Vine. Same with Periscope. Twitter's a lot more forthcoming. Facebook's a lot more mysterious in terms of what updates. Yeah, so this is not a surprise that it just kind of appeared. It's par for the course with those guys, right? That's what we all love about Facebook, right? All right, guys. I'm going to go. Thanks for being here, and we'll be back tomorrow morning for the Doug and Allie Morning Show. See you then. Bye. No expectations from Facebook. I know.